right, we are live. Oh, I didn't do a countdown. Sorry, CJH. Welcome to the Council of War. This is the Rise of the War Council, where we get real diversity of thought. We have some newcomers. Well, the CJH has been around for a while, but he was only on a stream a little bit with me once. And then Techno, this is his first stream. So give them a warm welcome, everyone in the chat.
And I'm here to defend the Fandom Menace name.
Okay, cool. You and Angus.
Woo!
And Techno is a very.
Was that snow dubstep?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Lethal, you're just proving
music.
Lethal just commented, "Tell me I'm attractive, Max." You're proving the point. I said, hey, Jeremy Lethal only likes the good-looking ladies.
Shout out for being awesome.
Yeah. We do have some other viewers that might come in later. Second Street, I'm really hoping Second Street comes on later. He said he will, because he is his 1-year anniversary stream was today. So we got to give him lots of love in any way we can. Lost Knowledge. Hello, Mad Max. Hello, Lost Knowledge.
Hello.
So to get this started off hot, and every time Angus comes, I know Angus is coming on, I make a really great thumbnail. So he's like, what the hell? I didn't agree to this shit. So right off the start, I said the thumbnail's about the High Council being canceled, or it's on its way to being canceled. And then I used Stephen Walton's title for his book, A Fandom Betrayed. So my question to you viewers is, now that we're almost at the Rise of Skywalker, are we more betrayed by Disney, Lucasfilm, and Kathy? Or
more betrayed by Disney?
Or, well, you didn't let me finish because you're here to defend. Okay, let me finish. Or the High Council itself, the leaders of the Menace of Fandom. So that's a hot question. And we should talk about councils all across the board, because this is finally, I actually think this show is getting some traction now. And it's really, as much as Angus gets heat in this community, this would not exist without Angus. Because he said, stop complaining and do something better. And I did not want to do this. And it's really thanks to him.
Now look at you. You're how much money are you making without super chats?
Not that much. I'm not going anywhere though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I got a shout out to Angus for making that comment on my video. You're pretty awesome, dude.
Hey, yeah, it's no problem, man. I know it's like trying to get to the K and stuff, and once you get here, you kind of realize the relativity of it. But I know what it's like to work, and that was clever. I'm trying to just, I want to do my part to help cleverness to creativity and all that. So yeah, you made something funny.
Yeah, I saw the Collider stole it, but
oh wow, you should tweet at him.
All right, while Techno is here, it might be nice to get his perspective on all this Star Wars fandom, what he's thinking about. How excited are you about the Rise of Skywalker? And if you are, I'm happy for you.
Well, you want me to be honest? Like, this is why I'm kind of nervous. Not because I can't talk, but because of like the fact that I've noticed on your videos that a lot of people don't really like the sequel, and that I am like I'm probably like the only one who really does like them and prefers the sequels over Legends, in my opinion. Not that I hate Legends, but
you know what? I've got to a point where I'm happy for you. If you're enjoying it, go for it. More power to you. I hope you get something great out of it. I'm not rooting for it to be like, not some that are waiting to hate in the overall community. I don't want it to be bad. I just think it might be, in my opinion. But if you enjoy it, more power to you. And that's the best way to vote for something you like, is with your wallet. If
what do you think of Lethal's question about Hawaiian shirts.
Let me see.
He's not doing it right. He's got to say "sweet super chat" if he wants to ask a question of Max.
Oh, I love your Hawaiian shirts. Button them down. Keep the buttons down though, so I get a little bit of a show.
Oh, phobic Xeno.
Now, some other people that might show up tonight. Darth Lunga from the Grey Council. He might come on. Second Street, I think he's busy. He was busy with. He does some long live streams, and he said he still might pop in. I have
B-level. I have
Thank
many
you,
words
Warcott.
for. Okay, are we going to start out like this? Go ahead, CJ. Go ahead. It's fair. Go ahead. So say
what
you
he
want.
said about Anna the other day.
Okay.
That was uncalled for.
All right.
Wait a minute. Wait, I think
Lay it out. Lay it out. Let's hear it.
Do I go for it?
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
hear it. What's your complaint?
Try to keep the language is not too
Yeah.
extreme.
See, if there's a language thing, I'm not gonna.
Well, I mean, don't go like, okay, do what you want. Go ahead.
Jeez.
Well, now I'm kind of anxious, but yeah, he accused Anna of being a pedo.
Oh. Well, I don't know the exact. Okay, I don't know the exact thing that he was referring to, but I think she was joking.
Just don't do that, Max.
I think. I'm sorry.
You just don't do that. That's
Okay.
not something that you accuse people of.
Yeah, well, what I'm curious about, what was even the context for him to extrapolate that? Because I called B-level little boy, just kind of dismissing him in a comment, and he called me a pedo. So it's like he'll call anyone that.
Just
Yeah, what's the
randomly, he
context?
just dropped that comment. I was like, "Whoa, where'd that come from?" B-level.
Well, I think he was saying because she was streaming with someone and she was kind of
Oh, there
flirting with
is. There's B-level in the chat.
Okay, let's get his response.
Huh.
Underage person was uncalled for. Anyone who defends that is screwed up. Oh, great.
Oh boy.
Hold up.
B-level guy
What's this?
therapy.
I've never heard of this. What happened here?
I
Well,
think
you're not allowed to attack Anna. That's just forbidden. If you say anything that she disagrees with, from what I've seen, you get a whole posse of like-minded and like subscribers type people coming and attacking you.
Wait,
So careful going after her.
Sister?
All right, CGH, say your piece again. What were you saying now?
Yeah. Well, she's gone through a lot of stuff this year,
Okay.
and like, I myself have lost family members and friends and all that, and I know that feeling, like when people attack you while you're down. It's like that's biggest reason why I joined the Fandom Menace was I saw these shills going after certain people while they were down. Like, I'm gonna name drop one right now, Connor Heggie of Star Wars Hub. He went after Annie and a few others. He's actually the one that tried to get Jeremy banned from Celebration.
Okay. That's not cool. I don't want anyone banned. I just want to call. Now I am trying to cancel the Menace, but I'm not trying to cancel people. That's where I'm different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got a great, not that you guys aren't great, but considering the events of this week, you guys would never think this guy's going to come on, but he is in the back room. I'm bringing on Darth Lunga.
I'm here.
All
Hello
right.
there.
Heck yeah.
I'm picking my teeth a little bit from dinner, but I'm here.
Oh,
Hello
that's
there.
we're just having some fun here. I wasn't
Hello.
sure if you'd still show up, Darth Lunga, after my thumbnail.
I
Oh,
didn't
you know
even see
what?
the thumbnail.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't
Maybe
even see
that's,
the thumbnail.
maybe
I'm
that's why you're.
surprised you didn't override my name and make it Darth Loogie.
No, I'm done calling you Darth Luke. I think we're pals now. B level. I don't know if you actually watched our stream with us. be level. I'm friends with Darth Lunga and you. So if we did a stream last night, you were mentioned, but I think we are open to talking all together in the future. If I could speak for you a little bit, Darth Lunga.
We'll see. I kind of got it. I kind of had a little war words with him on the YouTube comments again because he was
okay.
But here's the thing with me is I never say never, you know. So it's.
Oh, look at Techno reading a comic.
Why you stealing my Kylo Ren mask, man? Come on.
Oh, now that's good. Now that's good.
Now we got an army going on.
You're just showing off at this point.
Oh, I got 2 Kylos on my screen.
I made my own neck wrap too. It looks like his.
Do you guys have a functioning lightsaber?
That I don't, because I haven't had the money to spend it because I don't want to buy a cheap one. But dropping
Actually,
like
yes,
3-4 hundo on one has not been in my budget.
Hey, Darth Lunga, I think Techno would really appreciate your Gray Order.
Nice.
Have you heard of the Gray Order yet, Techno?
Oh yes, I actually have. The Gray Order, I have, but I have seen a lot of people attack it because the guy.
Really?
Yeah, you know, if you go on his video right now, like of the Great Order, where he says he's gonna join the Fandom Menace, but he's actually talking about the Great Order.
Well, that's not Darth. That's not Darth Lunga. That's Josh. So
that's Josh. That was Josh. But to be fair, he explains it there. You know that he knew he was being clickbaity with the title on purpose.
Right. You have to do it sometimes.
Yeah, and I personally gave him a pass on it because he doesn't do big clickbaity titles like that. This was just a way to get the word out. So clickbait. I mean, there's not YouTubers have all used clickbait. Let's just be fair.
It's unfortunate. I don't really like to do it, but you have to get noticed somehow. And,
are you like making your own like Gray Order or something? Like,
no. I'm a part of the Gray Order, and I have my own channel that I just started a couple weeks ago.
Wait, Lunga.
Oh.
Yeah.
Please say, I am the Gray Order.
You know, I use voice meter for my thing, so I can even play with shit, and I can say I'm the Gray Order.
Oh,
yeah. Wait. Do you have a Barry White? Do you have a Barry White effect?
No, I can just play around with the color panel and stuff and just sound like that. And
man, that's what I'm missing, Darth Lunga. I gotta talk to you.
Don't do it, Max. I'll call you Doomcock Jr.
I'll go Jeremy with the voice modulator.
I can even do this and make it pretty funny.
All right. I you know what, Darth Lunga, pimp your channel because maybe they think I'm not doing. To be fair, I want to give everyone a voice. Maybe they think, my viewers even think I have the wrong approach. After a conversation, explain your approach and how it differs to mine and what you want to accomplish on your channel.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're kind of on the same, page as far as wanting, the fandom to be whole and to not have, some vitriolic words being used and the pushing the culture war and all the stuff that. The battle that's been going on, between just say Fandom Menace and SJWs, you know what I mean? And people like me and a lot of people in the middle, we're like the guys in the middle that are like, can we just enjoy this and not necessarily have all this nastiness going on? So that's what the initial idea of it was for us when Josh first came up with that, and that's why the Gray the Gray Jedi name and Gray Order name was put in there. Even though I gotta apparently explain it again because B-Level still doesn't understand because he thinks we're taking the Gray Order directly out of the books, and it's like no, it's a Great Jedi, and all of us are the Order, the content creators and the fans. So, but yeah, we just want to bring positive content back and talk about Star Wars in a positive manner, and even talk to other people with different varying opinions, and still have that discussion without being nasty about it. With Angus, he was showed me the video about that. The 501st, I mean, and I didn't agree with the way it was handled, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna slam him and body slam him to the ground over it. You know what I mean? I just
sad, really. I can't even say I was nervous on coming up here just because I thought I would kind of get a little bit attacked. I actually lost a friend because of me liking the sequels, believe it or not.
It is actually, it can
That's
be a
not
little bit
surprising.
that divisive. It's that divisive. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
people get
I lost a
triggered,
friend for
checking out-
disliking.
Yeah, people get triggered because like I can find ways to defend the sequels, or like I can just maybe I'm doing more work for Ryan to show like, oh, there's something interesting here in the sequels. Definitely not a defender, but it's like there's cool things that they didn't complete here that interest me philosophically. So that's where I'm at. You know, I can find things to like still have interest in, even if it's not a good story. So like I try to be rational. It's like, yeah, this clearly wrecks the saga to me.
Not me. I keep getting called the shill just because I guess it's because like I like this film more than like any other film I've ever seen. That's just because I guess because I just love it so much to the point where it makes it even more obvious that, oh, this guy's clearly being paid by Disney or he's a feminist or something. I don't know. It's dumb. I just like Star Wars, really.
More power to you. I'm happy for you, bro.
I wasn't I was kind of a shill when I had my large 42K page. I had connections, but I know I was called a shill, but I wasn't getting paid for it. I did kind of push the whole sequel trilogy was good on my page, so.
All right.
I personally, here's my like actual opinion. I love the originals, the sequels, and I tolerate the prequels. That's where everybody loses me. They're like,
them's fighting words there.
No, he said he wasn't bashing on it. He said he tolerates them. That's fair. That's better than what a lot of people say about the prequels.
You know, the way I am with all of them is I'll mention things,
awesome,
you know, that I liked and didn't like about them. But to me, you know, they are Star Wars and they're a part of it. I mean, they are what they are. So it's like, okay, you know, was I a huge fan of the prequels? No. I mean, when we got to Revenge of the Sith, I'm like, this is awesome. You know, I really enjoyed that one, obviously. You know what I mean? And I'm used to, I mean, you know, loving, because I'm a fantasy guy too. I love a lot of fantasy stuff. You know, and I'm a big fan of, I'm a big fan of, like, you know, Lord of the Rings. Okay, but I'm telling you, the book, The Fellowship of the Rings, the book and the movie are the most boringest part of the entire thing, and it's the beginning. So, I mean, you got to get through those to get to the meat. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with it. And if it, you know, I didn't like Jar Jar. You know, who didn't? My daughter laughs at me because now looking back, I'm like, in the first movie, I'm like, hey, he wasn't that bad. You know what I mean?
Coming around.
You know, I was kind of annoyed when he was a senator. I'm like, really, do we have to take it this far? But, you know, the midi-chlorian, everyone has issues with that, you know, but it's like, whatever. If that's what Lucas wants, he made it. You know what I mean? And I just tolerate it. You know, the Force Awakens, I'm like, well, this is okay. Let's see where it goes. And then obviously, like that, I'm pretty much did not like that at all. But I still want to see where it goes. I still want to see what comes next, you know? And I'm used to that with other things that I'm fans of, that, you know, you get the good ones and you get the bad ones. It doesn't lose your fandom over it.
Well,
here's where people lose me. Like, having me liking the sequels is bad enough for them, but the part where people lose me is when I say I don't think the sequels or any of the Disney Star Wars films have any SJW or feminist propaganda. That's when I say that, that's when I really do get like
that's where you're good. I appreciate your thoughts, Techno. I don't think I think it's in there, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing if you do it right. Is it unfair to say that because you have an agenda, now that these characters coming in, that they have to be right all the time? It could be, but I think if they're going to do it, you got to get it right if they're pushing. So Rose and Holdo were definitely just placed in there, not really needed. I mean, I guess Rose more than Holdo.
I mean, I wouldn't say she wasn't needed. They didn't develop the character enough.
My thoughts on that is that Holdo and Rose actually helped develop the characters of Poe and Finn. You know, Holdo helped Poe become a better leader, and Rose helped Finn get back on track on what he really needed to do. But what a lot of other people see is that Holdo is just a man-hating feminazi, and Rose is just a useless,
Well,
annoying.
Here's the thing. When you look at it through those lenses, yeah, that's how it appears. Okay, there is a perspective, and when you look at it through those lenses, you're going to see it that way. When you're if you're far left SJW, you're going to look at it as she didn't do anything wrong. She's a woman. What's wrong if she's doing that? I mean, if it was a man doing it, you guys wouldn't have gotten upset. I mean, if it was a man doing it to him, you wouldn't have gotten upset. So what's a big deal if she's doing? So I mean, it's all based on your perspective and how you look at it, and that's why I just try to watch a movie.
I'll agree with that.
Here's my main question. Other than saying, well, to me, it made the movie not enjoyable. Other than that, what is wrong if let's say they do have an agenda and they want to have more women in movies and more women in control? Why is that threatening? That's my question.
That's what I actually asked, because like a lot of people are saying, oh, Kathleen wants to make this a feminist Star Wars thing, but all I remember her really saying is that she just wants more female fans, if you know what I mean, by bringing in more female characters. And personally, I don't see anything wrong with that, and that's coming from a guy,
I do.
Hey,
I do.
Max, can I add something?
Okay.
Just, I think it's all about delivery. When you're blatantly political, and this is what Rian Johnson's getting for Knives Out with people that like it, where it's like, this is obvious,
Mm-hmm.
And you look at Lucas, the rebels and the Empire, it's set up, and he said this like James Cameron or some special where it's like, yeah, this was referencing the Viet Cong in America, like the imperial kind of modern America ideal. But it's so vague. You can say it's cowboys and Indians, or Indians and settlers. You can say it's like all these different eras of like rebels, like American rebels versus the British. Like there's so many ways you can apply the Star Wars set of Empire and Rebels where no one feels like it's just that. Now the Nazi allegory is definitely there. It's very obvious. But besides that, the only like blatant political thing I can pull from Lucas Star Wars is Episode 3 when he's like, "You're either with me or you're my enemy." That's a direct reference to Bush.
Yeah,
but now we're 15
reference.
We're 15 years later, and no one remembers that unless you were aware at the time.
Oh yeah.
With this stuff, people are going to see Last Jedi 50 years from now and be like, "This is weird. This narrative doesn't make sense." Like when I watched Episode 8, I thought Holdo was a mole. And that's why she was a double agent. That's why she was holding back from Poe. And then it's like, no, she's the hero. She's a good guy. She just it made no sense. Why they kept this tension. It was all manufactured poorly. But with the women thing, it's not that we're against women, because there's all these references of like Underworld. Hunger Games had a lot of guys who are into it, fans of Hermione, along with other action stuff. It's not women. Alita had, I think, a huge male following.
Hey, Angus, let me add to that point a little bit for you. You guys ever seen the movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Yeah.
Okay, that movie was up for Academy Award for Best Picture. It actually won a few Academy Awards, I think, for cinematography. And it stars two amazing women. The most famous actor in it is, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. He's a famous Asian martial artist. But the two women in that movie are amazing, and they do some amazing sword fight scenes that I have never seen before and again. Now, I love that movie. I love the strong female characters in that movie. When I watch Star Wars and I watch The Last Jedi and I watch that throne room scene, it's garbage, man. There's so many bad miscues in that fight scene. It makes me cringe every time I look at it now. And now that I've seen it a couple times, they stick out bad, vagrantly bad. So when I compare my movies, when I go in to be entertained by action and fighting, I want it done right, people. I want it done right. And if it's done wrong, I'm going to call you out on it.
Right now, but hold on. But here's the thing. You got to remember, there was no controversy over Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon of forced diversity. There was no controversy in that. So you went in it just with open eyes. You went in with open eyes and just enjoyed it. Now, that being said, I'm not saying that in The Last Jedi they did it great, because they didn't. They dropped the ball, and that's bad. That's bad writing and bad character development. Okay,
bad choreography.
you can say the choreography. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, you could go on about the whole the two sword. Don't go on about the missing sword. Stop. With a freeze frame. You had to freeze frame it to see that shit. Just let that go. That's
every time.
Arguments I've ever heard.
Okay. I gotta try to calm. I'm on it. I gotta try to call people off on the show and in the chat. The chat.
Chow Young Fat.
No, I'm mad. No, I'm mad, Joey.
Oh my God.
I'm still dying over no.
Oh yeah.
I had to mute because I was like, what?
I don't know what happened in the chat either because I know B Level was here. CJH, are you causing problems too?
Yeah, I was about to point that out. It looked like something was going on there.
Okay.
Like I had to call him out.
Darth Lunga, though, I love what you add to I love what you add to the conversation. You have some great points. I'm really appreciating it. Snowdub, when you get a chance, you have the wrench. I know it's hard to do with a puppet or with Jolly, but put up his channel link and tell people to go sub to him. And I think
Teddy's here in the chat.
I can private chat it too.
Go ahead and type something in the chat so I can go straight to your channel. That makes it easy.
Okay.
Because honestly, maybe I'm going the wrong way. Maybe Darth Lunga in the Gray Order is the right way. And I think people like Techno, you're something he's looking for. That's the other reason I wanted him on this tonight, because you were going to probably come on, Darth Lunga, and I think he would really value your content.
I was going to add to the whole like what Snowdub said about the throne room fight and how it's like he's gonna call out on like all the mistakes he sees in the choreography. And while that's fair, when it comes to Star Wars, I'm kind of used to the whole continuity breaking plot holes kind of things that you see in scenes. Cause like a lot of people don't know this, but Obi-Wan literally vanishes in one of the duels in the duel of Attack of the Clones. People don't remember, but if you watch the final duel of Attack of the Clones against Count Dooku, there's a shot literally where Obi-Wan's on the ground and Anakin like leaps in to save Obi-Wan from Dooku's like strike.
Okay.
And then Obi-Wan throws Anakin the saber. Anakin catches it, and then he uses them to fight Dooku. And all of a sudden, Obi-Wan is like gone from the floor. He's just disappears like. So when you have
that stuff happens in everything, man. Yeah. I mean, the Starbucks cup in Game of Thrones, it happens. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Things like that happen.
Even Dark Knight has.
I'm kind of used to it, but I get what you're trying to say, Snowdub, and it is fair criticism. But for me, when it comes to like that kind of continuity breaking, plot holes that you see in these Star Wars films where logic is basically like just thrown out the window the second the movie starts, I don't really see it as a problem. I didn't even notice the blade disappearing from the
That's a great counter argument, Techno.
No, it's not. And let me tell you why it's a bad counter. I got it. All right. So in Revenge of the Sith, okay, Obi-Wan, Ewan McGregor, and Anakin, Hayden Christensen, practiced that fight scene between them at the end of the movie so much that Obi-Wan bent his fake lightsaber. Literally put a bend in it. The thing is metal, okay? That's how hard they practiced. That's the passion that they put into that fight. And when you see it on screen, you know it. You know it. I can't agree with that. I got to see the passion, man. I got to see the passion. And that was a passionate fight.
That's fair. That is completely fair. But for me, the most important thing about a fight isn't the choreography; it's the emotion behind it. If you just watch a fight that's beautifully choreographed, like the Darth Maul fight, but you don't understand why the characters are fighting and the motivations behind it, it's not really a weak fight. That's why I didn't like the Batman versus Superman fight in the movie. I just
so kind of like when. So kind of like when Rey and Kylo were enemies 5 seconds before they started fighting together.
It's not an epic fight. It's not an epic fight if the motivations are weak. Here's how I see the prequel.
You're telling me that the motivation between Anakin and Obi-Wan was weak?
No. I was just about to say. I was just about to say the Darth Maul fight. While it's better choreographed, like why are they even fighting? You know, like they're just fighting because that's because the plot says them to. But if you look at the Anakin and Obi-Wan fight, if you watch the Anakin and Obi-Wan fight, the motivation is while they're not as strong as I would like them to be, they are at least there and stronger than the Darth Maul fight. And
Qui-Gon had nothing. Qui-Gon had no motivation other than I have to stop the Sith from because that's what we're supposed to do. You know, they haven't been around for 1,000 years. That was Qui-Gon's entire motivation for fighting Maul. Okay, and if you want to, use those same examples, you got to parallel it. You can't cherry pick it just to make it, support your argument and not apply it to anything else. Because you want to talk about pure choreography, and again, you want to say, oh, well, that was back in the 70s. You know what? It was choreography in the 70s, okay? It wasn't good special effects, but it was choreography. And that fight between Vader and Obi-Wan in The New Hope was the most worst choreographed sword fight I've ever seen in my life, okay? They were literally just like square dancing with each other and tapping their dicks, that's what they're doing. Okay?
Sounds awesome.
Mind you, I love A New Hope, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I can be critical, and if you want to nitpick, and you want to destroy, something like, a lightsaber disappeared for a minute. Oh, Rey has no motivation to fight him. Well, you know what? We can apply that to anything in the Star Wars universe, anything in Hollywood, and any movie that you love. So when you do that, you got to remember, especially when you're nitpicking, okay, when you're pulling up these little things, like when you pull a major thing, like my biggest issue with The Last Jedi was the treatment of Luke Skywalker. It didn't come off as believable to me. Even me and Max talked about this. I could even accept the grumpy Luke if there was some kind of more pretext to it other than my nephew scared the shit out of me. So, that was my biggest issue. I'm not going to sit here and complain about, well, where was Rey's motivation to fight Kylo? Where was this? Well, here, I'll tell you, you want to know more motivation? She touched a lightsaber and it freaked her the fuck out, and she had all these memories that flowed into her. So if you want to be rational about it, she had all these memories that flowed into her, and suddenly it gave her motivation because guess what? The Force just shoved it all in her goddamn brain. So there's your motivation.
Yeah. Hey, Lunga, I wanted to add it. I wanted to go back really quick with what's wrong with women, whatever. Because I understand that view of well, it's just why not have some more women? We're fine with that. The SJW idea of what's going on with Star Wars now and a lot of franchises, it's not that they want
in the EU.
It's that they're trying to shove. It's that they're trying to shift the fandom that is clearly established for 42 years as male dominant, and that women that come into it accepting the male dominance that the series is kind of focused on, and now they're trying to shift the fandom to we want women, we don't want men, go the hell away, and they keep failing. The products they make don't sell, whether it's toys, makeup, etc., and they still keep trying to push this. That's where I'm at with
well, now hold on. Other than the Force, other than the future is female and all that other shit. Okay, the Force is female. Other than these little comments that liberal people in Hollywood, we know they're all liberal. Let's not play ourselves. Okay, they're all liberal, and I give you an idea because the way I argue and certain things I don't like. I am against identity politics. I don't like identity politics, and guess what? Politically, I'm a moderate left of center. I'm not conservative, except for maybe a few things like firearm ownage, and stuff like that. But I don't like identity politics. But at the same time, you said they're forcing it and they don't like it being male dominated. Well, let's put it this way: you're not liking it if it's female dominated. So it's the same feeling that they've been feeling for the longest time. Now, here's the thing. Just because they introduce more, they always have to push the envelope. This has gone in Hollywood for the longest time. They always have to push the envelope 20 feet just for the paradigm to move 2 inches. Okay. So when they push it that way, Star Trek did it. You know what I mean? And people say, well, they did it right. No. In the 60s, him kissing a black woman on TV is not right. People freak the fuck out. Okay.
First interracial kiss.
Right. And people were freaking the hell out. Okay. If you want to put that in today's, they didn't do it right. They just did it. Okay. So they're kind of doing the same thing. What's angering people is not, and I'm telling you this, if you separate this, it's not the actual movie. It's not the stupidity of Rian Johnson. Am I cutting out?
No, I hear him. Or CGH. Can you talk, CGH?
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Hey, quick shout out to Second Street Marvel in the chat.
Sorry about that.
Congratulations, buddy. Shut.
I am getting a distinct feeling that Snowdub just tried to shut me up with some weird excuse. That's because he knew he could. Because he knew.
I do have something to add when you're done.
He knew he couldn't stop me, so he just came up with a technical issue.
I do have something to add, Darth Lunga.
Yeah.
I think where The Last Jedi was different than all the other, the reason it's so much talked about The Last Jedi, besides other movies that put diversity in there,
it's Star Wars.
Well, that too, but the introduction of these SJW characters directly affected the screen time of the OG characters in dealing with Han's loss.
Well,
and that's why it was so damaging, because it was so
especially
apparent.
when they got like, there's so many female characters in the EU that they could have used.
But here's the thing: why did that happen? And you got to really understand why that happened, and you got to understand. You got to what's up?
Do you like the sequels? Like, what are your opinions on them overall?
I hated The Last Jedi. I was so with The Force Awakens.
Okay.
That's most of us on
it
the
sounds
panel.
like it sounds like you're defending them in a way.
Yeah.
No, not defending.
That's
exactly my point. That's exactly my point. Anytime someone puts out rational, pragmatic thought into a thought process, people start thinking, well, it sounds like you're defending it. It sounds like you're on this side. And it's not.
Chill.
It's not. No. I'm smiling, dude. I'm smiling.
See, Darth Lunga, this is the fair and balanced view you get from the Grey Order.
That's right.
That's what Darth Lunga's doing right now.
Fair and balanced. Got it.
He's repping what he's bringing it from
Max, did you just call Lunga the Fox News of Star Wars?
Whoa!
No. He's using that's my. Hold on. I do say in my tagline in my video just to get your fair and balanced Star Wars news. I do say that. So
no, I've heard that. Just it didn't click until Max. Different context than Max is saying.
Well, in my view, the words fair and balanced have been used in journalism for the longest time. Fox just kind of co-opted it and ended up tarnishing the phrase. But yeah.
I love this conversation. It's hot. Before you got on, Darth Lunga,
yeah.
What I was originally saying in my thumbnail and the topic of the video was the High Council and the Fandom Menace. The Volume 1's coming out. We're about to go into the Rise of Skywalker, and now 2 of the 3 council members of the High Council are gone. So I took Stephen Walton's title for his book, A Fandom Betrayed. Are they more betrayed by Disney, Lucasfilm, and Kathy, or the High Council itself now? Because the council is in disarray and the Rise of Skywalker is coming out. So I made it hot to get views. I actually did it because Angus was coming on, and he hates when I say cancel the menace and stuff. And he comes on, he's like, yeah, I'll stream. And then he gets here and he sees the title and he's like, oh, what are you talking about? So that was my question to everyone watching. And I'm honest.
It's because Black Angus is Angus. You can't cook it too hot because it's got to be rare. So.
Angus.
Hey, Techno and Darth Luga, would you put your or type something in the chat or type your channels in the chat? I don't think I'm subscribed to you guys, so I can't find you.
I did a yo-yo when I did it. I'll do it again though. Here we go. Yo-yo.
Cool.
There he is. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the other thing we're doing with on what I'm trying to do on Fandom Alliance Network is build up small channels before these changes in 2020, because we need to get everyone over that. Yeah, we need to get people. The reason is if it's not monetized, your videos could start to disappear.
Yeah.
YouTube is saying.
I would love to get to at least 300.
Well, the funny thing with me is when I got into this, I wasn't even caring about it, and this is why people might have taken issue with Josh for some things here and there, but I'm telling you, the guy was completely gracious to me. I didn't ask for anything; he just offered, and I got 300 subs like right away in the first 2 days of the channel being up. From his push. So I wasn't even thinking about any of this stuff, but now that it's like moving, I'm like, well, yeah, damn yeah, I want to get monetized. Then give me the money. I'll take that $20 check and go to Arby's.
Here you go. And when you, I hope we have you on more frequently too. But definitely when your book launches, we'll have you back.
Yep. February. I am an author, guys. I wrote a fantasy novel. Epic Fantasy is the first book in a series. And I did a Kickstarter. It was successful. We raised $4,000, and it releases in February, where all fine books are sold on Amazon, basically.
Sure.
Everything's on Amazon.
Okay, so it'll be in demand if I want.
Yeah, it'll be up on Amazon. I'm doing my main printing for the Kickstarter. I'm doing off of Ingram Spark, but it's going to be up on Amazon for ebook and softcover purchase as well.
Well, I'll tell you what's in demand is the controversy behind the old council, the High Council, and where all their founding members going. You know, what do you think about that, Max?
That's why I wanted it to Hot Topic. Is
let's have CJH start that.
Oh, you said Hot Topic. What? I have some stuff in the cart at Hot Topic to buy for Christmas. Thank you for reminding me.
I think
if you want to make it hot, you got to pull out the torch. You know, I mean,
you have a good holiday.
I think Darth Lunga is a star waiting to happen, man. I can't.
Yeah.
Woo.
I came out the womb star.
Wow, man. B level. I love you, bro, but calling him milk toast, man, he brought the fire tonight. He brought the torch. He brought a torch. He brought a voice modulator. Man.
Lunga is milked toast with like a big gob of that hazelnut spread.
Oh my God. You know what? Hazelnut's my favorite thing. Nutella. I got Nutella upstairs, dude. I eat it all the time. My coffee creamer is hazelnut. Hazelnut's my shit. It's my jam.
Dude, speaking of condiments, really quick.
Here we go. Condoms.
No, I said condiments.
Okay.
My son, he, it's hard to get him to try new stuff, but he wanted to try apple butter. I'm like, holy fuck, like this is like a Southern thing. I grew up with my mom, and he loves apple butter, so I'm just like, yes, he's my kid, So it's great. Talking about hazelnut and now apple butter. So yeah, good stuff.
Is Kermit the Log's here?
Yeah,
Hail Cotton Connection
and all these good people.
Yeah, Second Street still planning on coming. I know he's busy. The reason I'm asking is if he's not, he's still the channel of the day because he's getting pretty close to 1,000 subs, and it's his 1 year anniversary. So we got to give him love.
Hey Max, I can go ahead and dip out for a little bit and just watch the chat if you want to bring somebody else on.
Sure, I appreciate that. So that we're gonna have you back on later. Chubby Teddy. I'm
a little too hostile. I think I'm a little too hostile for these guys.
Hey, hold on. I just noticed Kermit the Log said that I hope I follow reach around protocol, brother.
That's right.
Hold on. Just understand. Understand. I'm a top. I'm always a top.
Whoa.
He's here to take the back hole.
Okay.
Come on now. You leave our cotton holes alone.
Okay. I'm always the top because jailhouse rules. You're not gay. So.
It's gonna take two hands to handle this puppet.
I'm waiting to see who I offend with that comment because I have, but
I think that's impossible. It's impossible to offend anybody on this stream.
I'm just expecting you just put my.
Well, no, I mean it's funny because I don't want you guys don't need to know everything about my personal life, but I am.
Well, I know you shop at Hot Topic. That tells me enough.
I'm in a lifestyle that comes across many LGBTQ people, and I get along with all of them. And the good ones I can make jokes with, and they don't get offended. But some of them really, really do. Oh, now I have a good feeling that anyone listening to this show is not going to get offended by that kind of stuff. But yeah.
So you're like the alphabet people in Chappelle, where he's like, "I'll fuck anybody."
Well, no. I am straight I'm straight. I'm completely straight. I won't go anywhere else. My girlfriend's bi, but
okay.
yeah. No, I'm good, but I'm in a lifestyle where I associate with a lot of LGBTQ people. So
as long as you're not a puppet phobe.
There's a lot of puppet phobes going on.
Puppets don't scare me.
Talking to you, Ryan Kittle.
Puppets don't scare me. It just tells me Snow W likes sticking your hand up asses. So
yeah, well, talk to Ryan Kittle about that Baby Yoda killer.
You're fisting that puppet.
Now, I'll defend Ryan Kittle.
Why? He hates Baby Yoda. He probably kicks puppies, man.
Wait, Ryan Kittle.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Mr. Muscles. Which reminds me, I think we're having spaghetti for dinner.
You know, I haven't talked to Ryan, but my few encounters with him in chats and stuff like that, he's been cool with me. So
I'm not cool with him. I'm not cool with him being a puppet phobe, and him talking about killing Baby Yoda and shooting him in the head. He wish it would have happened.
Well,
not cool, man. What about the kids?
Make your own puppet flag and start a march. What do you want me to tell you?
I have.
That's a good idea.
That's right. It's called the Cotton Connection.
Make it a blue furry flag and just say, you know.
Oh, you're gonna get it, Great Council. You're gonna get it. Wait till my buddy Ribbit Bigot get here. Wait till Kermit the Log gets on. He's gonna give it to you.
Kermit the Log's been on already, and I already shot down his reach around comment. So
what? What?
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Angus, I'm gonna let Kermit on here.
Let's get
next.
Okay,
I'm gonna give somebody else a chance to jump in, but much love, you guys. I'll pop in later. I'll be in the chat.
All right, cool.
You puppet folks.
Wash your hands once you take it out of the puppet, please.
I don't want to hear about your fantasies, Grey Order. I don't want to hear about your fantasies. All right, tuck and roll.
You're right. You washing your hands is kind of a fantasy, I guess. All right.
Oh man, you should. Man, Darth Lung, you're a madman. Woo! Here's Christy. I was going to say, I think I'm going to criticize Mr. EU Muscles too. I think he's got fake rage about Baby Yoda just to get the clicks. Who can hate Baby Yoda? Get the hell out of here.
Did he actually say that he would shoot him?
Yeah, he's doing it to get a reaction.
Actually, do you guys know what happened with World Class BSs the other day? Oh, yesterday, actually.
No, I don't.
What do you mean?
They well, wait. Do you guys know that Jeremy also a while back, I don't remember when, but I believe he also smashed his Force Awakens Blu-ray disc.
Oh yeah, now I know what you're talking about.
I made a parody.
He didn't like The Last Jedi, so he decided to destroy his Force Awakens Blu-ray disc. And just yesterday, I believe World Class BS's and that other girl I keep forgetting the name of,
Jesse,
with short hair. They burned a DVD copy of The Last Jedi.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like this is taking a little bit too far. What's funny is that same day I actually bought this, and on that same day they burn it. So it's like, I feel it's like I'm starting to like question their, like I get you hate the movie, but like,
I think it was stretching. It's like when an artist is past their prime and their greatest hits. So let's burn some more Last Jedi stuff. That's my opinion.
Really quick, I don't get people get so triggered about like Caesar cutting off Rostico's head or something. Like it's a toy.
Shout out to Drunk for being awesome.
Speaking of toys, my girlfriend bought me Slave Leia Black's Black Label series.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Like about 4 or 5. Wait a minute, no, I said you love it. It's up here. Just hold on a minute. Have you guys really taken a good look at how forward her neck is?
Oh yeah, it's pretty rough.
I mean, look at that. That is just like what is going on here? What is going
Lunga, I'm a madman. Like everyone goes for Twi'leks or Slave Leia. I love Twi'leks. My favorite sexy alien in Star Wars is the Kaminoans. Love them. Love the features. Everyone thinks I'm a freak. I don't care.
I know where it comes from. You think you have you think you have a package long enough to go down that whole throat. You don't. Just let that go.
Does no one like General?
You don't need to throat that long, buddy.
You disappointed me, Longa. You were starting to say girlfriend and Slave Leia, and I was like, what? My ears perked up. And you showed me a toy.
Oh, no, she does that.
Hell yeah.
Brother, I told you I'm part of a lifestyle. I dropped a hint. I'm part of a lifestyle. Okay. I thought that would be pretty obvious what I meant, but yeah. We have restraints.
Okay. I think Chubby Teddy's here. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, Drunk 3PO.
Oh, hey, Drunk.
What is it with all the fucking Muppets today?
This is what you get. You get Mad Men, Muppets, puppets.
We got Baby Gonzo here.
We are the most. Chubby, are you there?
And an illegal immigrant.
I don't know what Chubby's doing. He had the flu. Maybe he's losing it. He said he wasn't coming on tonight.
We got Muppet babies in the house.
I'm joking.
I like it. Gonzo, and what is he in? A mech or something?
Can you hear me?
Bumblebee.
Looks like a Tonka
Max.
trunk.
Chubby Teddy, yes, we can hear you.
This is
Awesome,
Like
awesome. Hey, so yeah, this is this is the Kenner Aliens Power Loader.
Oh yeah.
From I think 92 or something. Found it at the comic store. I got it. The guys just gave it to me for $1. I'm like, you know what? That's awesome. I'll take it. So yeah, check it out. Get away from her, you bit. That kind of thing. So
awesome.
Yeah, and I found this old Gonzo. It came with a Happy Meal from like the 80s. So I'm like, hey, why not put it in the power loader? Something Gonzo would probably do.
I've been jealous of you. You've been sending me pictures of all your collection of figures and stuff, and I'm like, man, my wife made me get rid. My wife said, "Stop collecting. We have no more room." I had to stop collecting my stuff.
Dude, my wife's just like, there's worse habits you could get into, and you're not at the strip club. You're not doing stupid things, so why not?
Max,
My girlfriend would go to the strip club with me and let me buy toys. So
that's pretty cool. Best of both worlds, man.
Max, you'd have more room if you took care of the wife. Just get out.
I gotta choose. I have to choose soon.
Do or do not.
That's right.
Don't try.
You know how cool? You know how cool my girlfriend is. When I was sitting here raging about the stream that Max was on with B Level, and I was in my bed and I was just like,
you too.
doing my little venting, to her, because that's what she does. I'm laying in bed and I'm venting. I'm like, this fucking idiot, and so she doesn't go on YouTube, and she's just sitting there looking at her phone. She's like, where is it? I'm like, why? She's like, don't worry about it. Where is it? I'm like, why? She goes, don't worry. I go, don't worry, but where is it? So she just peeked at me. And then, like, near the end, when I was about to ready to go to bed, she goes, I commented.
That's awesome.
So she's in there somewhere. I'm not going to reveal which one she is, but she's in there.
I got to watch it again.
That's cool, man. That's cool. That's awesome, man. Nothing wrong with that. She's on board. I dig it.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, Max, because I don't know how long I'll be on here. I wanted to address your question about who's betrayed the or whatever, Disney or fandom. In defense of Fandom Menace, quote unquote leaders, the lead guys, the numbers.
There is no leader.
No. Aside from that idea, kind of going with that, actually, like, they've never claimed it. That's kind of what started the Fandom Collective with me and the Founding Fathers. It's like, hey, there's things, we got ideas where it's like, how are they not doing it? Either they're not noticing it hasn't come to mind, or they just don't want to. They want to just be where they're at, and that's fine. But we want to, kind of like Max. That's why I like Max. That's why I gravitated to him, because he wants to do something for fandom, not just his own channel or whatever. And so that's where we started. And I would say, they've never taken that mantle of like, we're going to change things. Now, maybe you inflect that individually, but yeah, like, honestly, I don't see a betrayal from them. Individually, you might feel that because they made the High Council together, and now it's fractured, or just with Jeff and a new cast. But that's how I see it.
I think you're on to something really spot on there, Black Angus. I mean, actually, I think you nailed the bullseye. I mean, at least for me, I just found that, like, and these guys I've interacted with these guys a few times, these Fandom Menace folk, and, they're cool. They're always cool. Jeremy he's actually been pretty cool with me. I'm one of those Zack Snyder guys, and I'm one of the guys that said, hey, man, I don't agree with what you said about Man of Steel, but I respect your opinion, this, that, and the other. But, say we're wrong, dude. Come on, dude, drop a Quaalude. And, he actually responded back like, yeah, you're all right, man. I respect your opinion, and that's cool. Thanks for reaching out, blah, blah, blah. Like, he wasn't as he was pretty sheep-like, for lack of a better term, when I, present it to him like that,
Docile, perhaps? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, we could say that. But I think just what it was, though, with Max is, Max is willing to call things out, man. I mean, that whole celebration thing, I was like, Max, you got a good point, man. I mean, if these guys really are about, speaking with their wallet, what are they doing going to celebrations, spending, a boatload of money to, support Kathleen Kennedy on her pedestal, man? That's just me, though. That's my thought on it. And I think that, Max, I mean,
Well,
you're putting
as
the,
much
you're
as
putting the pedal to
people,
metal with it, man. You're actually doing something, man. I think it's cool.
I'm trying. I think Darth Lunga is one that's really trying to. I think Black Angus, Snow Dub, you Chubby Teddy. That's why I like having you on.
I'm not gonna say it though, because I'm not gonna blow up his head any bigger than it already is. He has enough. He has enough ego. He has enough ego. He doesn't need a boost from me.
I actually would like to say to Fandom Menacers that dislike me, you're welcome, because Jeremy actually listens to every single criticism I have. This goes out, shout out to Flipped Out. Jeremy now has a video on the Fandom Collective channel. And a week ago, I said, you need to take care of the Fandom Collective and your supporters. And now there's a video. Is that a big surprise? Here's Drunk 3PO.
Oh, right on.
Someone sent me 4 tickets for next year.
I know a couple weeks ago I made. I saw.
I'm not gonna at you anymore, 3PO. You ignored me in there. I'm not gonna at you anymore. I know my channel's little, but what the fuck, bro?
Uh-oh.
Got some madness, Drunk.
I gotta sound like Max for a little bit there, just for. I got it out of my system. It'll take another month.
Man, I'll admit it. I had you pegged wrong, Darth Lunga. Woo!
3PO. No, 3PO. The correct term is who dis, not who are you. Come on, man. Get in the
I like
who dis. Who dis, not
Drunk. You want to come on, Drunk?
Drunk, come on. You're all good, man.
You're sounding my age.
All right, I'm gonna try to send. Oh,
yeah, send Drunk 3PO something,
you know what
man.
I need to send. Actually, I'm gonna ask that. Well, Techno and CJH, I would love to have you on again, but we have some people that are lined up to come on. Is it okay if we say goodnight to you guys for now?
Hey, Max, I can dip out. Max, I can dip out.
Okay, Chubby Teddy, you're gonna dip out.
I didn't dip out, man. I just wanted to come in and say hi and introduce myself to you guys. And just, I loved all your points. I listened to this for a little while and really appreciated the conversation about the fighting and the passion behind that whole Obi-Wan versus Anakin, and how those two actors really practiced and really got into it. Really loved you guys brought that up, man. That was actually a pretty epic conversation. So anyways, I babbled on and everything with my big old chiclet teeth and everything. So you guys have a blast, okay?
Sure, you too. You're in the alliance, man. We're with you all the time. You'll always be invited.
Man. Oh, appreciate it, Max. Hey, you guys have a blast, man. This is you're part of an all killer, no filler movement here, and it's the real deal. So keep trugging along, man. Okay, no more Ryan Johnson.
I'm a part of my own
Chris
movement.
Evans murdered him. Chris Evans murdered him. Chris Evans is the bad guy the whole time. Sorry, spoiler alert. Sorry, my bad. That's not rules.
Wow.
Looks like you won't be lifting Mjolnir for a while.
All right, guys, take care.
All right,
take care.
Bye.
See you later.
All right.
You want to get quiet. People don't know what to say just because someone leaves.
And then they're
no, it was like the awkward spoilers. Like, oh shit.
I'm mad at him now. I was pissed because I got some beef with Chubby Teddy now because I know Techno. He might be a Ryan Johnson fan. And that, oh man, I'm sorry, Techno.
Oh god.
I was trying to make a point on the Ryan Johnson deal.
But I heard it's pretty good. I'll give it a chance. Just because he made one movie doesn't mean
I don't know. Looper was a director
ever. Here's the thing. Overall, Ryan Johnson isn't a bad director. Okay, you got this. This is where you got to take it into perspective. He made
that's for sure.
He made a bad Star Wars movie. Okay, and the reason why he made a bad Star Wars movie, and I'm gonna tell you, is because he made a Ryan Johnson movie. He forgot that it was part of a series. I don't want to even say forgot. He ignored that it was part of a series. That's why it was a bad movie. So and this is why I don't even put that much. I mean, I know Kathleen Kennedy is still ultimately responsible. I'm not going to say she's not, but she gave him free reign to do what he wanted to, and Yeah. Instead of being like Feige with it, where he's like, okay, hold on, you got to prove this. I got to prove this shit or whatever. And I'm not even talking about the the diversity or this or that. I'm talking about just the fact that she should have seen the fact that he just threw out what JJ did and the treatment of coming up. The fact that he did that, she should have stepped in and said, hold on, we got to have some continuity going on here with it. Even if Rose was still in it, Holdo was still in it, all the other shit was still in it. You need to put it into the continuity of what happened. That's the main issue with it.
Yeah, no,
I completely disagree with that. I actually
let Techno speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's annoying. Well, not annoying, but like it's I don't see how Rian Johnson threw everything out. In my opinion, I see in my opinion they set up how Rey is a nobody. They set up what happened with Luke and Ben. It was all exposition, but they set up. I mean, I could see why you would be like mad about Snoke since he obviously died and everybody was like who was Snoke, who was Snoke, and everything. I thought he was fine, but I don't see how that's like throwing out what JJ did. In fact, JJ recently said for the Rise of Skywalker that The Last Jedi was weirdly beneficial to Episode 9, which I don't know what he means by that, but we're gonna have to see until the film.
I think that's
there's a mutual respect in Hollywood for the director. They don't throw each other under the bus. Okay, so JJ's not gonna come out and say you fucked up my series here, bro. He's not gonna say that. Okay, he's gonna be nice.
Weirdly beneficial, because like saying something weirdly beneficial like that kind of adds like he was clearly like at one point while making the film was like, oh geez, like that was like what am I gonna do now, but in the end I guess it was beneficial somehow, like weird. That's why he said weirdly beneficial instead of like perfectly so.
Yeah, because nothing happened in it to really throw it off. It just deprived us of one movie in the trilogy. That's what it did. So I mean, he can still.
I have to interrupt here because Second Street wants to come on, but he hasn't really used StreamYard. Just Second Street, all you have to do is click on the link I sent, be signed in the YouTube, and click on the link I sent you in your Twitter. Because I know he uses other streaming things. That's all you have to do.
And you
have your camera ready.
Mobile and stuff.
Oh.
So Second Street, if you're listening, that's how you get on. I sent you the link. Just click on it when you're ready.
Yeah, just have your YouTube logged in a browser, and then click on that link. And then
muted too the YouTube link so it doesn't pop up in here. No, I wanted to add what you're saying, Longa. What's weird about how KK just let Ryan have full reign? She was, from what I understand, Last Jedi was a 90% his rough draft, his first draft of Last Jedi. Lets that completely go. No interference, really. But then, like someone like Gareth Edwards with a spin-off movie that should be more free reign to like really test the boundaries of what you can do with Star Wars. Like half the movie gets chopped up, and then of course Solo as well, and then Boba Fett gets canceled, which is business stuff and the boycott, etc. But stuff is going on, and then with Benioff and Weiss, with Rian Johnson in the air. With this trilogy, which hopefully doesn't happen in my view, but he has a vision. If he has a writer over him, then fine. But do you
want my theory on it? I don't want to dominate the chat, but I can give you my theory on it.
Sure.
While they all try to pretend to get along, it's an incestuous area in Hollywood, okay? And they try to get along, but there's a lot of pettiness, and there's people that don't like each other, and there's people that talk behind each other's backs, and they just don't say it in public, okay? It's apparent. I said this when I was talking to Josh when we did our first live stream. It's apparent that she has a very good friendship with Ryan, where she really respects him, and she really likes him. So she just says, here's the bag of toys, do what you want with it. Okay. Whereas with other ones, maybe she's heard from other producers, maybe, that this happened or that happened, or she just has, some kind of prejudice with some other directors and didn't like some stuff they've done. She's going to be more, technical with it. I've had a regular job in my work, where, it's like I'm doing all these good things and this manager just doesn't like me. And then another person who's a complete dipshit just because they get along, lets them do whatever the fuck they want. So that's my theory on it, is why she let him do it. You know what I'm saying? And then, so that's what it comes down to. And I really don't think it's this mass conspiracy. It's just, she made a bad decision and she wasn't going to throw the guy she liked under the bus for it.
Yeah. Techno, I just had a two-part one part just address with the Ryan Johnson, The Last Jedi and all that, with the beneficiality for Rise of Skywalker. One thing for sure, and I am not a Leia fan at all. I hate that character. She represents what everyone thinks Captain America represents, of like goody two-shoe, gee golly,
Who?
Leia, Princess Leia.
She's not goody two shoes, gee golly, anything.
That's how I feel about her.
But really,
dude, she in A New Hope, she takes the gun to get their way out when they fall into the damn compactor, but she's like, apparently I gotta take care of shit because you guys can't. That's not golly gee goody.
No, I'm talking about her moral ethos, but really quick, Max, I just want to say, they had a layup with like a year's worth of editing time. They could have killed Leia gracefully with the plot making sense with the footage they had, or reworked the plot and put her forward and changed the plot in the later part of the movie. But they kept it. They kept her footage and stuck JJ with having to keep her alive and work around a dead woman's footage from 2 or 3 years before. And also, lastly, really quick, Simon Pegg, who has a long history with Star Trek with JJ, said, no, none of this was how JJ wanted. Those are the two things that I feel about.
I agree with that.
Gives a spotlight to the channel of the day just came in the stream. You guys are taking over. It's Trinity is now on the stream. Did you even notice?
There.
And he's a madman. Channel nice come on, Trinity, bring it.
We got Trinpool.
Trinpool.
Can you guys all shut the hell up?
Yes, please, thank you.
It's Matt.
Are you guys ready?
Max's dream. Just let him talk.
Why do I feel a rock-like monologue coming on?
You sure this isn't Max's brother?
Can you smell? What the rock?
How are you guys doing tonight?
Pretty
good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil your entrance. Go ahead, continue. Start over.
No, you're all good, man. But everybody's just sitting here. Oh, man. What are you guys doing out there? Did you guys smash that like button for a madman?
Yeah. This is
love it.
I tapped it lightly.
Oh, tapped it.
But it's hit. It's there. The thumbs up is there.
Darth Lungus is scamming me, bro. He's been taking over my channel. He's talking more than I have this stream. I'm gonna kick myself and let you guys take over. No, this is great,
guys. Yeah, thanks for having me on, Max. Thank you.
Yeah, tell them about what your accomplishment was today.
Yeah, who dis? Go ahead.
Well, today marked I had my 1-year anniversary celebration here on YouTube.
And you're still here.
I'm here standing after all this time.
And his mutton chops in his first video.
Yeah. And you know what?
I have like 5 years on here and I haven't done shit.
I'll tell you one thing. Is there's one of those guys out there. He's a Fandom Menacer. He sent me a lot of money in super chats today.
Oh,
Drunk 3PO is the man.
Yeah, that's the second place I was on 3PO today.
Yeah, I invited him on. I'm not sure if he's going to come or not. I don't know what he's doing.
He's going on another stream. So.
Oh,
I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah. He said he was going on another stream.
All right.
Anyway, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing, man?
We need
bring it down.
There he is. Now you're getting it. Now you're gonna get the subs. Go sub to Second Street Marvel.
Just that's the only reason why I gave him such a hard time when he came in. I already knew who it was. So
Trinity, give him the smolder like the Rock in there you go.
The eyebrow. You got me there, buddy. I can't do the eyebrow. Both of them go up for me.
Subscribe. Here you go. Your snow dub's taken care of. We gotta support the smaller channels going into 2020. We got to build each other up. Really. So I had some points at some point in the stream. I had some stuff written down.
That's why you need pen and paper, Max.
Oh yeah. Let me see.
Why Snow Dub stealing my name? I'm the one that called him Trinpool. Come on, man. Give me some credit there. You got to give me some credit for that.
Oh, something I wanted to talk about was I know a lot of you are following the Rise of Skywalker. Are the ticket sales actually down, or is that spin? Is that
I've heard they're up. I heard that they're actually really good.
I don't really look at numbers.
Now you're gonna make me like Google some shit now.
Yeah, they are down from regular sources reporting. It's gone down, like the bottom number has gone down from, I think it was 185, low score down to 175. So now you're seeing the closer you get, you're seeing a more solid group shot, and it's slowly trickling. It's not a huge difference, but it's noticeable. We're like, huh, and Solo had this happen where they're like, it's the biggest thing aside from Infinity War for pre-sales, and then it made $84 million domestically.
Are you talking about ticket sales?
Yeah.
Okay, because Fox Business, not CNN. Fox Business says Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker looks to make box office history. So,
what is the history though?
The latest installment of the franchise could hit a whopping 200 million ticket sales this opening weekend ahead of Christmas. Yeah, Fox Business, buddy. Fox Business.
I think it really just depends on the reaction. Then, really, I mean, not even the critics, because to be honest, I don't think people are going to trust the critics this time on this specific movie.
I'll read this off. By ticket presale comparison, one box office tracker reports the film ranks third in the list of other big weekends in the Star Wars franchise. The new installment is tracking just fall shy of The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. Those two brought in 620 million and 936 million in the U.S. So yeah, this is from Fox Business.
Well, you know what, Lunga? Fox was bought by Disney, so they're fake news.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I get my information from Prison Planet, InfoWars.
Thank you, baby. Here, pick over and say hi.
Oh, shout out to my man Pete. Shut up.
Say hi, baby. Peek over. Daddy. Come here. Peek over. Peek over. Say hi.
Oh, hey.
I love you.
See, second Street's taking off his clothes now.
Yeah,
that's my girlfriend.
Here we go, I'll magic mic on you.
Before I get anyone later saying he keeps talking about a girlfriend that doesn't exist, so I just want to make sure people know she exists.
Daddy.
What?
You're so mean.
I mean, great. I'm happy for you and your love life. If only I had one.
Well, we can't confirm it's not like a Joe Dirt situation. So.
No, that's not Joe Dirt situation. Hey, I gotta give you that was a good one. That was a good one.
So what we got going on here, Max? What are we doing?
I've lost track of what we're doing. What's
our next topic here?
Okay, I did this on Darth Lunga's stream last night, but I'll bring it up again. Oh, I did want to see. Have you heard? Now everyone's been running with the Tim Miller. This isn't Star Wars, but the Tim Miller doesn't. This might be old news. Tim Miller doesn't want to work for James Cameron again. But then what I was going to add to the conversation, have you heard what he originally wanted to do? And what would you like Dark Fate better?
Dark Fate was awesome.
Oh, okay. Because he wanted basically the new Skynet to win and that to be the start of the trilogy. And that's what my biggest problem with it is it was more of the same getting back to where we were. I would have loved to see something different. So what do you think of that? Panel on the council. Start with you, Trinity.
I didn't really look into that. I mean, I know what you're talking about. As far as like him not wanting to work with James Cameron again. I mean, I don't know how, all that stuff. I mean, it all depends on what's going on. I mean, I don't know. There's just all these things that go on behind closed doors that like nobody ever hears about. So it's really hard to have an opinion on that kind of stuff. I mean, to me, the movie, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. It was just, it was just a movie. I wish it would have been better, but I mean, at this point, they're probably not going to do anything anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that, even changing the ending and having Skynet win to kick off a trilogy would have, or whatever it was called, would have done any. It wouldn't have helped the movie out.
Okay.
It wouldn't have made it any better.
To me, that's what would make me like it a lot more. But again, it probably wouldn't have been enough to pull in more viewers. I agree with your point there. I was looking for topics to talk about before we started. The Mandalorian soundtrack. Now that we have 4 episodes, do you prefer the soundtrack the way it's going? It's different than any Star Wars they've had before, or would you John Williams type of soundtrack? Even if
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I really like it, and it fits perfectly. And not only does it fit perfectly, you can still hear the notes of Star Wars in it without it being blatantly John Williams, kind of stuff. The notes are there, but it still gives you that Western feel. It heightens anticipation. It sets the mood for whatever scene it's doing. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Unpopular opinion. Now I don't like the prequels that much, but I honestly think that the Old Republic is a really good era very interesting era of Star Wars, and I'm still dying to wait or see a live action, maybe movie or a Disney Plus series in this case, for the Old Republic. And I don't know why I'm just having this mindset here, because I'm not the biggest fan of the Snyder DC films, but I love Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL's score
released
from Batman and Superman. And sometimes when I'm watching, you guys know the Old Republic cinematic videos, the animated videos of Old Republic from the game. Sometimes I play the Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL score from BVS over those cutscenes, and they honestly sound like the most epic thing ever. So I'm just thinking like Star Wars plus Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL. I mean, that just in my opinion, that kind of fits the Old Republic. Like, not everything needs to sound like John Williams, despite him being, a god.
And I agree with that. And that's the other thing. Like when you think of Knights of the Old Republic, I think it'd be great, thematically as well. I mean, I love Darth Revan. I want to see Revan on the screen. Okay, I want to see the whole. You can make a trilogy. Just off of that alone. And the thing about that era, and you think about Knights of the Old Republic and all this stuff back then, that does have more. That's why I thought originally when he brought on Weiss and Benioff, I thought that's what they're going to be doing, because it has more of a medieval feel. It has more of a Game of Thrones, even the kind of feel. But it's now retroactively, I'm glad they're gone, because when I saw the interview with them after Game of Thrones, they really didn't give a shit. They just wanted to get through it. And they also.
They
as a huge fantasy fan.
They also ruined Game of Thrones season 8. I don't know much about that, but I heard it was trash.
Not even that. The biggest sin of it is, as a big fantasy fan, this stabbed me through the heart. They're like, well, we wanted to take out the fantasy elements of it because we don't feel that it would appeal to general audiences. I'm like, dude, it's a fantasy book. That's like saying, well, we're gonna take the spaceships out of Star Wars because it won't appeal to a general audience,
Oh, this is something I got from Darth Lunga's stream last night, because he said that the question I asked him was kind of like marry, F, or kill. So
yeah, pretty much.
Now you have to pick one. Everyone on the panel, you can only marry one. So Mandalorian, Rise of Skywalker, or the Obi-Wan series. Marry, F, kill.
Marry Rise of Skywalker.
What was the third one?
Obi-Wan series.
Okay.
Oh,
because people have been wanting that.
Damn it.
It's a hard one.
I haven't seen Obi-Wan yet.
I know, but people want it. It's you and back.
You've seen Deborah Chow direct, though.
Yes, exact. Good point, Angus. So you have to do it. You have to pick one.
Wait, F, marry, kill thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
for Mandalorian, Rise of Skywalker, or Obi-Wan series.
All right, for me it's
Mandalorian is so good though.
Yeah, for me it's marry Rise of Skywalker, F Mandalorian. I'm sorry, F Obi-Wan, and kill Mandalorian.
Oh,
you're gonna kill Baby Yoda?
No.
Wait a minute. He also not only does he want to kill Baby Yoda, you want to spend the rest of your life with the Rise of Skywalker?
Simmer down, Darth Lunga. This is his first stream ever, and he's a sequel. He's a sequel defender. He came into the Lion's Den. He was nervous. He's doing great. So take it easy on him. Darth Lunga, man. Trinity. Did you know this side of Darth Lunga?
I can't criticize another man for his opinion.
Daddy, calm down, Daddy. Hey, Daddy, calm down.
You called the man Daddy.
Yes, I did. His girlfriend did. Hey, Daddy, Daddy.
Daddy, like all of them do.
This is a hard question, really, because like I want me to be completely with honesty. Same thing with Jedi Fallen Order. I wasn't really that hyped for Mandalorian or Jedi Fallen Order. That's like, you know, Clone Wars prequel kind of stuff. That's not really my thing. I'm more into the OT and the sequels, if you know what I mean. That's like, for me, that feels more like Star Wars to me, at least. So, I decided to try Mandalorian, and I love it. That's why it's a really hard question to ask.
Well, you answered honestly. Don't hate on Techno for giving his honest opinion. Because Daddy,
the Rise of Skywalker, you are also bringing on the baggage of the in-laws of the Last Jedi.
Before seeing Mandalorian, I would have immediately said kill Mandalorian. But for me, it was hard. I was like, which one? Obi-Wan Kenobi series or Mandalorian? I'm already loving Rise of Skywalker. You can call me a show all you want, but for me, the hard question was Obi-Wan or Mandalorian. And
sure.
In the end, it was Obi-Wan because, you know, I love him in the prequels, even though I don't like the prequels that much. He's my favorite part of the prequels, and I really like him in the. He's a classic character. He's like he's a lot of people's favorite Star Wars character, you know. And so I'm very looking forward to seeing Ewan McGregor return to the role in his upcoming show.
It was an impossible question. I get it. So, Daddy, since you can't keep your mouth shut, you're next.
I have a serious question. How do you fuckers keep these masks on the entire time? Because I am sweating my balls off in this thing right now.
You talk.
This was the amount of nervousness I had in the beginning of the stream. How do you think I feel with this on?
Yeah, I do okay with it, Darth Lung. I don't know I'm doing all right.
Fuck that thing.
You're like used to it, right?
Whew. So what was the question? We're going back to the fuck, Mary, kill again?
Yeah, but I added
Yeah.
I added Mandalorian, Rise of Skywalker, and Obi-Wan series.
Okay. Well, I mean, as much as I am
criticism or any
now, mind you, Techno, I'm not a sequel hater. I'm looking forward to the Rise of Skywalker, so I'm very excited to go see it. I'm pumped and amped to go see it. So I'm kind of playing. But
actually funny, I'm seeing Rise of Skywalker with a prequel fan and an OT fan, you know. So it's like I have it's basically like a diverse, viewing, because and I also got the Boomer coming too, the OG fan. He's my dad. Have you ever
heard? I mean, I don't know how you sound kind of young to me, but have you ever heard the phrase that before you marry a girl, take a good look at her mother? Have you ever heard that phrase? Okay. Well, see, so marrying the Rise of Skywalker means I got to look at its mother, The Last Jedi, and that's kind of a hard sell. It's kind of a hard sell to live with the rest of my life. So not that there's anything wrong. Not there's anything wrong with the Rise of Skywalker. I'm amped for it. So,
there's plenty wrong with it.
Unfortunately, and this hurts my heart that I'm gonna have to put Rise of Skywalker in a kill category because I'm gonna marry Obi-Wan because Ewan McGregor, dude. I mean, come on, man crush, and I'll fuck the shit out of the Mandalorian. So,
yeah, you fucked that Mando.
All right, Trinity, you're up. You got to pick one. Channel of the day. You got to answer this legit.
Okay, I think it would probably, since I'd probably live without Rise of Skywalker. That one can easily be killed.
Okay.
Just because it's I don't know. But I didn't hate The Last Jedi. I thought The Last Jedi was okay. I don't have anything against
I'm kicking you.
I'm not here to discuss the movie, but okay.
I'm kicking you off. Forget it. You're not the channel of the day anymore.
Altogether,
you're the channel of the gay.
Your anniversary's over, buddy. Your anniversary's over. This is the first day of declining subscribers.
That's the popular opinion. This dude right here, Trinity. That's actually the popular opinion because I mean, everyone will tell you that mostly everybody hates it, but really, from what I've seen, mostly people think like him. It's okay. It's not terrible nor bad. I'm assuming you didn't like the Canobite sequence.
Which one?
Canobite.
sequence.
with
the whole,
Rose and
Oh,
Finn freeing
when
the
they go to
horses in the
Vegas?
casino. Yeah,
When
yeah,
they
go to Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, like to me, just like really that all that stuff that they did was really there was really no point to it. That's my
Yeah.
like. Other than that, I don't really like it. I mean, to me, the thing is like people talk about, you know, because it's got these very on the nose political allegories in there, and they are very on the nose, and that's the problem with them is they're on the nose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than that, like I don't really necessarily have a problem with them because I mean, really, like that's really what these movies are anyway, is an allegory to politics. So just because the thing is, people say they don't want politics in entertainment. The thing is the politics have always been there in
Always been
entertainment.
there.
Okay,
It's
now
how you do it.
yeah,
What
because
do you like about
it's an artistic expression. Whether you're making a movie, writing a comic book, making music, it's an artistic expression for you to express how you feel. And a lot of people do that with their whether it's their politics, their sexuality, and their religion. They do it through these mediums, and that's largely, you know, one of the things that plays into that. And just that's because that's what Star Wars has always kind of been. It's had those political allegories in there, but this, it was just so on the nose. It's just like, it's lazy writing. It's just like, you know, like you didn't have to go there. I mean, you could have done what you did, but like not the way you did it. For me,
Right.
that's the worst. That's the worst part. The worst part of that Canto Bite stuff.
Ryan set out to
I
suspend
get it.
disbelief,
I
but
disagree
he
with
didn't
it, but
suspend
I
my
get it.
disbelief.
What did you like about it?
Other than that, as far as like things that are bad to me about it is the fact that
Like,
it doesn't build
oh.
on what happened in the first one on the Force
Mm.
Awakens. It didn't build upon it.
What else? Wait, what did you like about it at least?
I mean, it was like through. I mean, it was shot beautifully. I mean, you go through, you look at a lot of the scenes and everything. I mean, some beautiful work done in the movie.
You should
Just
see it in 4K. It's beautiful.
huh?
I was gonna say you should see it in 4K. It's beautiful.
Oh, I bet. Well, I mean, I seen it like 2 times at the theater in I'm in IMAX 3D. So yeah, I mean, it's beautifully shot. I mean, there's really not a whole lot wrong with it. It just, the thing is, through the course of the movie, it does so much little, just like there's a bad thing here, a bad thing there, a bad thing. There's more bad things that overshadow any of the good things that happen in it. So I mean, to me, it just ends up being an okay movie. You know, just it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. One more question. Sorry. Do you like the way how they handled Luke Skywalker?
Are you asking me? Or
Okay.
Trinity.
Here's the thing is, and I've been talking about. I was talking about this, I think, on Friday, during my morning live stream. And my thing with Luke Skywalker is, you know, I like Luke Skywalker. He's a cool character, you know. You know, he's a hero in the saga and everything. But through the course of like when I was a kid, when I was younger watching these movies, because I was born in '78, so I was born like a year after the first one came out anyway. But when I watched these movies, like I always kind of felt like, yeah, he's kind of a little bitch, you know, like he's a little bit whiny and shit, you know what I mean?
He's right.
And I'm not saying, but by the time, you know, Empires or Rise, see, here I am getting all the Return of the Jedi comes up, like he grew into it, you know, he was all good by that point, you know. But like the first couple movies, I'm like, yeah, he's kind of whiny anyway, you know. And I mean, I think essentially that would still be part of his character. And I'm not saying he is a whiny little bitch, but he would act like he was kind of acted that way, you know. And I don't think that's, you know, you don't make those kind of character changes quite so much, you know what I mean? But
yeah, Trinity,
you know,
when he's like,
I'm not saying you are a whiny little bitch, but you're not making me believe that you're not either.
Okay, all right. So Mary F. Kill, you're avoiding the subject. Get to it.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
So we're killing
Trinity
Rise of Skywalker.
2020 over here avoiding the question.
Yes.
I will say marry Mandalorian only because we don't have the Obi-Wan series here yet.
All right.
We don't have it here yet, so I only have that to go off of. So I'm like, okay, well, this is what we got here. It's doing good, and I like it. So that's the only reason I can say that one. And then, yeah, Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay. And then kill Rise of Skywalker then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what a surprise.
All right, now
I'm glad you brought that up, Trinity, about Luke Skywalker, because I've said this forever. And if you really look, there is, for people that complain and hate the sequels or the prequels, if you really, there's a theme, there is a thread going through all of them, that the Skywalker males are kind of whiny little bitches, and the women, be it Padme, Leia, and Rey, are the stronger ones. Then, and by the end of the movie, the men catch up. You know what I mean? And that's been a theme throughout all of them. I mean, we saw how Anakin was in the first two movies. Kylo Ren was, dude. Now he wasn't just whiny, man. He was full on temper tantrums. So
Daddy,
I hate sand.
Yeah. It's weird how he's like, how all these Darksiders, especially Darth Maul, they're all so quiet, but if they feed off of anger and hatred, in order to make them more powerful, don't you think they'd be more, anger and full of hatred? It's weird how Darth Maul was so calm in the Phantom Menace.
Yeah. I'll counter that, Techno. The idea, I think, is that
in the Clone Wars cartoon, the voice actor they got, I forgot his name, but he does a good job. He really does. You can feel the anger in his voice for Darth Maul. I feel like it should have been done that way in the Phantom Menace.
Yeah,
that's why I appreciate Kylo Ren and Adam Driver's performance. He really does. You can really feel the hatred in every time he yells and screams.
Well, the thing with Darth Maul and what you're getting in Episode 1 is you're getting like full bore. These dudes are good. These guys are bad. Like, watch the fight between those two, and it's the only fight in Star Wars where it's just, there's no dialogue. There's no like, oh, you're going for this, and I want this, and we're going to duel. It's just, I know you're bad. You know I'm good. We both have our intentions. Let's throw down, winner take all. And there's a lot of emotion. Like, it's just really cool storytelling, visual. Lucas is a filmmaker. And the other thing is that you're seeing Darth Maul. He's still raw compared to like Sidious, who's very primed. But you see these mature Sith, like it's like a snake. Baby snakes, they give you all the venom at once. Mature snakes, they're mature. They know the game, and they give you like a little tidbit here and there. You're like, all right, this might kill you. All right, maybe I need more. Bam. That's the maturity of Vader. You see him fuck around with Luke Skywalker, like Episode 5. There was no contest. He's just testing him.
All right. Well, I got to interrupt everybody. I got to get control of my show again. Daddy, is that okay? Daddy, can I talk?
He's really going to make me consider changing my name to Daddy Darth.
Ooh. Daddy Is that what she calls you?
She does call me Daddy. No, seriously, that's
Daddy Darth, though. Daddy Darth.
Oh, not Daddy Darth. No, just Daddy.
Darth Daddy. Okay. Well, the reason I got to interrupt is I'm trying to get Kermit on. I don't know if he can or not, but we're going to try to. So CJH and Techno, I really appreciate you being on, but we might have some more people popping in. If you want to pimp your channel before you go, and then the CJH, we need you to hear you answer that question too before you go. But say go sub to my channel. This is what I'm doing before you go. So it's CJH. It's your time. Answer the Mary F. Kill about Mandalorian, Rise of Skywalker, Obi-Wan series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go sub to my channel. Let's see.
It sounds great.
This is very difficult.
What would your picks?
Because it's so good.
Yeah. You have to pick one.
Yeah. But kill Rise of Skywalker.
All right.
Obi-Wan series, because I've been waiting for that.
Marry Obi-Wan and F Mandalorian. All right.
This is what we call in the industry dead air.
Okay. Okay, well, CJH, would you be okay with dropping out so we can get some more people on? I appreciate you coming on, and you're always welcome here. And then Techno, are you going to say goodnight for tonight too? We appreciate you coming on as a mask man too. I love that.
Yeah. I have a lot. I actually have a lot more to say and to respond to, but I'm kind of on the clock right now. And, but let me know whenever we have another one of these, because I got a lot of stuff to say, honestly.
Sure, that's why we like it. CJH, appreciate you coming on again. You're always welcome. I'm going to try to come on your channel soon too. So thanks.
All right, then. I'll see you guys.
Pleasure meeting you guys.
Whenever. May the force be with you all.
Later.
Yeah, sure.
Later.
All right, so I'm all right, and okay.
Yeah.
So
Angus, we've done a stream before, haven't we?
Yeah, I had you on when I was hosting Magic Cop for Comics Cave stream.
That's right. That's right. I'm saying it's been a while, man. Because I almost forgot about it.
Wow, dissing me. I see.
Oh no, man! Because we need to get together.
Yeah, no. Really quick, Max, I want to throw mine. My F, Mary, Kill. So I would F the Rise of Skywalker.
You notice how he couldn't wait. He's like, I'm going to tell you right away.
Chomping at the bit. He had the answer before we were all thinking about it.
I'm sad technically left because I was like, hey, you got a friend to some degree with this, sequel stuff. But yeah, I would fuck the Rise of Skywalker because it's like I know what I'm getting. Generally, I think, it's like, okay, I have fun here and avoid that. Don't touch that. Okay, go ahead. I'll marry Mando. It's going well. I think there's a good long-term stable relationship here. And I'm going to kill Obi-Wan just like Vader did. I'll tell you why. Because as a prequel guy, like, yeah, Ewan's great. That's like the only thing anyone gives the prequels credit for. Star Wars. I got into Star Wars because of the prequels. And I watch Star Wars, you see episode 4 through 6, you got Obi-Wan mainly as a Force ghost and mentor. You got him full-fledged main character of like a trio in 1 through 3. He's even, credited in the sequel trilogy, at least in 7, with the voiceover, with the Vision. You have him in Clone Wars as a main character. He's even snippets in Rebels. It's just like enough already. People were like, oh, let's get Obi-Wan because the actor's alive and kicking. He's like the perfect age in between his performance before and what's his name, the old guy, Alec Guinness. And it's like, yeah, it's cool. I'm all for fan service, but like his story's been told. You're just having to like really pull at straws, I would say, to like tell the story of him at Tatooine or like this timeline. And it's like, and people think I'm crazy because I want like a Darth Maul movie. And it's like, well, why not? He doesn't have a lot. Yeah, you get the Clone Wars, but what people see, they only know episode 1. He doesn't have a lot of lore, really. So you got like a wide range to do with him. You can tell a prequel story or whatever. Get a new actor if you want with the same voice actor. So yeah, I'll kill him. Plus, yeah, Deborah Cho, she was fine with her episode. I liked episode 1 and 2 better. But it was fine, so I feel it's going to be a promising show legitimately, but just my opinion of like Obi-Wan, I'm tired of the saturation. I'll kill that show.
I'm gonna say, yeah, he's on the overexposure, a little too much overexposure for you.
Yeah, there you go.
The Darth Maul thing, I do kind of agree with you. I'm one of the people that thought it was a mistake with them killing him in the Phantom Menace and then going to Dooku. I think they should have carried him through all 3 like they did with Vader in original trilogy. I think it would have been a better play, but we got what we got. Filoni did bring him back though, so.
Yeah, well, I also want to credit really quick Sir Nerd a lot because he said, a lot of story already there for Obi-Wan. So just want to shout that guy out because he thought exactly what I was thinking.
All right, and when I was bringing that up as things to talk about, I thought this might be bad. I don't know if I should do this or not. But I was thinking, oh, now you like that, Trinity. Okay. Adopt, abandon, or abort.
Whoa. It's going hard.
Now we're killing babies now?
Baby Yoda, Baby Groot, and Gizmo.
Okay, so
is that hot or what? Am I going to get in trouble?
What's this game now?
Might be a trending thing to do with this game. Adopt, abandon, or abort.
But that doesn't make any sense, Max, because in the fuck Mary kill, you're having a relationship out of the 2, and 1 you're discarding. This one you're discarding 2.
Okay. Well, it's funny. It's funny though.
I'm laughing so hard you can't even hear me laughing.
Dude, you said he literally said abandoned, dude. That's leaving a kid crying in the streets.
Welcome to the War Council. You gotta answer. Okay, so I was thinking about putting Brian Kinnell in there instead of Gizmo. Make it a little easier.
That's good.
Okay, you'd rather have forget Gizmo. Baby
Okay,
Yoda,
okay, yeah.
adopt, abandon, or abort Baby Yoda, Baby Groot, or Ryan Kinnell. Daddy, you're first.
We basically only get to keep one. That's
Yes,
the whole point.
Daddy, you're first.
I guess.
Oh, Trinity, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Give me some time to think here.
You start talking. Go ahead. No, this is all on you. You get to be the first baby killer. No, you get to be the first baby killer. This is on you.
Okay. Okay, so we're going. Let's see.
I thought Angus would like this. I was thinking of Angus.
Here
when I
we go. Okay. Adopt Ryan Kinnell.
Get the hell out of here! Get the hell out of here!
Yeah, we're gonna adopt him.
He wants to kill Baby Yoda. He wants to kill Baby Yoda.
But, dude, it's just because he needs a hug.
Bitch.
He needs a hug.
Do you want on Geeks and Gamers or something? Get the hell out of here. That was the safest question. Oh boy,
I'm chilling.
Yeah, you are chilling.
Because the thing is he just needs a hug. Somebody's got to give the poor guy a hug.
He's been alone in the gym too long. I see what you're thinking.
So yeah, adopt Ryan Kinnell. We will.
Oh, shit. We got this fucker back in here again.
We will.
I wanted him on for this question.
Abandon Baby Yoda.
Okay.
And then we're gonna abort Baby Groot. Sorry, Baby Groot.
Oh yeah!
Jenner, check.
Oh wow!
Okay, so you got kicked. Daddy, you got kicked down the line. So now it's Jolie and then Kermit the Log that have got to answer this next. You got kicked.
What's up, my puppet?
Kicked down the line.
We got some backfeed. Who's playing the video while on the damn stream? Kermit, mute the damn thing.
Dude,
you're such an amateur. You're such an amateur.
Now, Kermit the Log is well respected. You got to give him his props.
Hey man, you be cool with that aggressiveness, buddy.
Oh!
You just run your fucking mouth. You never shut the fuck up.
That's right.
Ain't got that shit to say.
All right. So
you're messing with the frog now.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't get froggy on me, man. You want to jump?
That's your fucking comeback. That's a stupid comeback. You're not rude.
Kermit, you're gonna get my stream taken down.
Fuck your stream.
We need the stream up. We need the Warcott.
Hey, I'm just joking.
Okay, Kermit. No, Daddy.
Dude, I'm not talking. I'm vaping. Go.
Okay. I'm just saying. Is it okay if we have the Ribbit and Bigot have joined the stream? We want to hear the response before you go popping off.
I mean, so I'm having sunflower seeds. I'm vaping. Go.
Okay, cool. All right, Jolly.
I got something you can vape on.
Wait, where'd you go?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Connection or something.
Okay, so Kermit, did you hear?
No.
The question is: adopt, abandon, or abort? Baby Yoda, baby. Cool. Okay, Baby Yoda, Baby Groot, or Ryan Kinnell. You have to pick one.
Adopt, abort.
Yes.
And what? Say the two choices again.
You gotta pick one for each. Which one are you gonna adopt, Baby Yoda?
I'd adopt Ryan.
Oh, okay. That's sweet.
What's the other two? Baby Yoda and who?
Abandon or abort?
I know Yoda and who.
Doesn't matter. You're not keeping either of them.
Baby Groot.
Oh, I'd abort Baby Groot.
Okay.
I love Ryan Kinnell's muscles.
Oh yeah.
Who promised me that at 5,000 subscribers he'd dress up as Captain Marvel?
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah. I want to see him fill out that suit.
Watch him throw a DC curve at you and dress up like Shazam because that was the original Captain Marvel. Just wait.
No, Mr. Muscles, he'll do it. He'll do Captain Marvel.
He don't skip leg day.
Skip leg day.
I want to see him as Miss Marvel.
Is that a transgender thing? Is that a transgender thing?
No, you don't have to gender check this suggestion, my friend.
All right, Jolly. I created this for you and Angus. This question: adopt, abandon, or abort Baby Yoda. I might cause my stream to go down with this anyway. Baby Yoda, Baby Groot, or Ryan Kinnell. You got to pick one.
I'm gonna abort Ryan Kinnell.
Sure.
Right away. Yeah, he's definitely getting aborted.
Right. He deserves
right
it.
away. Baby Yoda.
He's gonna use a coat hanger.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the one right here attached to my wrist. I already got one ready for you, Ryan. I'm gonna stuff it in real deep.
Oh boy,
real deep.
I created my own problem on this one.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Right. I ain't cool with puppet phobes, Max. You know that.
Yeah. And then who are you adopting?
Look at your daddy.
He's looking at you. He's looking at you.
Look at this. I see he's looking at me, but I'd have to turn my head away from the camera to the screen to look at him. I'm not even looking at the screen anymore to look at him.
All right. So Jolly, who are you adopting? Baby Yoda or Baby Groot?
Baby Yoda.
Okay, so abandon Baby Groot is yesterday's news. No one's picking Baby Groot.
Yeah, he's old news. He's a tree. He'll be fine.
Plus, I'm not a big fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy anyway.
What? Second Street Marvel? Is it a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy?
I mean, like in like the ranking list, it falls pretty low.
Okay. All right.
It falls pretty low.
In Marvel Comics, to be honest with you, they are really that's why there's someone so surprised it did so well, because they're really an unknown IP in Marvel. Very
I'd just say they're trash.
All right, so Darth Lunga, it's your turn.
Wait. Why does the black guy get the last both times, man?
Guess why, Angus? Guess why?
You cannot claim any blackness hiding behind a logo.
He tries that all the time.
Okay, you need to not hide. I respect the puppets more than someone hiding behind a logo like you and B Level. Get out of the fucking logo.
I think that was a backhanded compliment. But
Angus has been on camera before. He's just, I don't know. He might be, who knows where he's at.
Why is he wearing green face?
Hey, no. He's just, that's like Schrodinger's cat, Schrodinger's Angus. If I haven't seen it, then it hasn't happened. So, yeah.
I've been on camera on what do you call it? Just recently, I did a couple reactions. So,
yeah, you guys check out his videos. Like on his
that's just a ploy for me to go look at his video sets. I mean, I looked at one the other day. Isn't that good enough for you?
His videos. He has been giving the fair and balanced view.
I did look at like 3 of Max's, so I suppose I should at least look 2 more of yours. So,
No, he's been bringing it. He's been bringing it.
Does a thumbnail show that you're on cam? So I know.
Oh yeah. Actually, I got
go through all of them to find.
I got my Angus meme on a couple of them where I'm like, hee hee.
All right, so we're killing, aborting, or abandoning.
You said this so casually. Are you Dr.
I believe there was a frog in the options, wasn't there? A frog at some
no. We had, if it was Kermit the log, we'd all be adopting him. You don't know, Darth.
No. I've aborted a few frogs before, so.
Oh no! This is
you keep kicking me off, Max.
I didn't kick you off.
Why do you keep kicking me off?
I did not. It dropped out. It dropped out. Yeah,
dude,
I would never.
Just get a real internet connection. Dial-up ended in the 90s, and
I'm gonna dial you up there, Daddy.
Oh boy!
Try it, brother. Try it.
You're swinging this puppet, you better not miss, right, Kerm?
Look at it. The fucking puppets are agreeing with each other. Of course they are. Of course they are.
Wait, I gotta give Daddy a reality check, man.
Oh, here we go.
No. You're going. I love you going hard, Daddy. But these puppets have been in the game a lot longer than you have.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. This isn't about you. This isn't about YouTube. This isn't about YouTube. This is about seeing a frog where I can see the guy's shoulder with a muscle shirt on. That's
Are you turned on, Daddy?
No. I'm going to give Jolly a little more credit because all I see is the puppet.
Are you a puppet phobe? Is that what you're saying?
There's a little more professionalism on Jolly's end.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's trying. You know, if you haven't seen Kermit the Log's Nightmare on Frog Street, it is an amazing video.
I don't know.
I kid.
It's hard for me to take somebody seriously with so little subs.
I
don't know. Get your views up, buddy. Get your views up.
Oh, man.
So little.
Nobody cares what you think. You're a little shit channel.
I got a frog shit talking to me right now. A frog shit talking to me right now.
Yes, what you get on this man.
Yes, it is.
What's your channel? I don't even. What's your channel?
Oh.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Ask Miss Piggy who I am.
What a comeback!
Okay.
She doesn't fuck with little YouTube channels.
Oh.
You gotta have a long one.
If she fucks with you, she fucks with people who are overcompensating.
Okay. I gotta
It's all good.
What did you say?
I appreciate the roasting.
Oh, it's all good, Guillermo del Toro.
We're just getting started, buddy. We're just getting warmed up.
Oh my goodness!
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Connection.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Trinity is down to like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Why did
I'm asking the same thing.
That's my boys right there.
Yeah.
That's my boys right there. Oh yeah, I ain't no puppet phobe.
I've delayed.
We're down with Second Street.
I've delayed, so I guess I should answer the question. Well, I don't care what the fuck y'all say. I'm adopting Baby Yoda. Okay, Baby Yo-Yo's mine. I'm taking him home.
Yeah.
None of y'all did it, so screw you.
I did.
I'll take Baby.
I fucking did.
No, you haven't even answered yet because you're internet.
He did. No, he did.
I call bullshit.
I did.
No.
Nope. Nope. Rewind the stream, buddy.
I know you did. You're a Burton Ryan Kendall with the hanger. I know. Yeah.
Abortion.
So I will adopt Baby Yoda. Abort. You know, Ryan Kendall is a real person, so I'll just say abandon. And I'll abort Baby Gert.
You have a heart.
Yes, I do.
I guess
I do. I have a heart. Tadpoles, though, they got flushed many times. So.
Whoa.
I have a heart.
You need some drums for all your jokes.
They're just
tadpoles. All right. I guess we gotta let.
Oh, don't piss the frog off, man. He starts shaking. It gets wild.
I guess
it gets wild, yo.
Maybe that's my plan.
You really don't know who you're frogging with. You don't know who you're frogging with. He gets hopping mad.
I guess we gotta let. I guess we gotta let the Black Angus speak.
Woo! Oh, Angus, you're still here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm
right
here.
He's on cam now.
Oh, you like that?
There's a roof, baby.
He's a little horny right now.
I'm very horny because
my pants are down.
Street and the Green Peen are both on stream, along with Daddy. I'm loving me some Daddy on this stream.
Oh, Daddy.
He goes hard. hey, shout out to B-Level because he didn't inspire me to start reading the EU. Ryan Kendall and Lethal Lightning did. And now I'm going to take over the EU, buddy.
Oh,
Angus is here.
Wait, do I got to bring up my books again? I mean, do you understand? I have the Star Wars universe encyclopedia that I bought when it came out. Well, let's see. What's the edition year there?
Daddy, this was Angus's time. He waited.
1994.
Okay, Daddy.
Okay, Daddy. Take it easy, Daddy.
All right. Yeah, I'm chewing the time. Go ahead, Angus.
Just bought that at half price books, but whatever. Who would I adopt? Well, I'm definitely adopting. This is tough, man, because Baby Groot. When that was a thing, I got my wife a little 18-inch Baby Groot figure, and she loved it.
Oh yeah, is that what you called it?
It's tough. Yeah, it is what I called it. 2nd Street.
Are we on the Reddit and Bigot show?
No, I'm gonna adopt Baby Yoda. I'm going to kindly abandon Baby Groot in the woods. I'm trying to remember what's the term, like coniferous, piniferous, all that shit, and you learn in science about different kinds of conifers and whatnot. I'll try to find the right forest for Baby Groot, and then I'm gonna abort the Baby Yoda Nazi Ryan Kennel.
Yeah! That's my boy, Bengus. Attaboy.
Well, I'm gonna
proud of you.
I'm gonna adopt Baby Yoda, and I'm gonna abort Kennel right away because he's trying to kill my adoption, and I'll abandon Groot. Yesterday's news. Definitely.
We're coming for you. We're coming for you, Ryan Kennel.
All right,
Ryan has a home with Trinity, so.
Yeah. I already took him in. I took him in.
No,
we'll keep
we're
him
coming
there.
to your house then.
Keep
2nd Street. I know your address. It's on 2nd Street.
Hail 2nd Street.
I know your address. It's on 2nd Street.
All right, so this is we're approaching the 2-hour mark, and we did not do zero news yet. So
Mike Zero
news. We got to read the topics about the constant exciting news, and to see, or we have to answer: is it news or is it zero news?
That's it. Let's do it.
All right,
zero news.
I'm getting that prepared here.
Sweet. Hey Kermit, how you been, buddy? We haven't streamed in a week. I had a great time at Hooters this weekend.
Yeah, it was a good time, Snow. I just been busy with Thanksgiving and shit. Same old shit.
Yeah. Oh, did you bring some Coke?
No.
What?
Trying to
sorry, wrong stream.
I don't know what I'm doing here. That's the wrong thing. I was going to do it. I'll just have to read it to you. Let me see here.
You're sharing the wrong screen. Minimize.
I'm gonna try again.
G-Wall in the chat. You don't even know how Kermit talks to Miss Piggy. You don't even. You ought to see his new mask that he had for Halloween.
They haven't made masks of me yet, so I don't know what you're talking about.
He made a mask of Miss Piggy's face. That's what happens when you mess with the frog.
It was a good mask.
All right, when I do this,
to smell though.
When I do this, tell me if it works. Or no, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, we know.
I'm just gonna read them to you then. I'm just gonna read.
Let's read it, Max.
All right. All right. Here are the latest Mike Zero videos. The Rise of Skywalker opening scene leaks. Warning. So that's the first one.
Warning.
Okay, here's the next, and this was all in the same day. The Rise of Skywalker, Darth Vader leaks will shock fans. All right. Hayden Christensen news is a train wreck. The Rise of Skywalker episode 9. The Rise of Skywalker, and this is all today. I can't even get to a whole freaking week. The Rise of Skywalker final scene news is horrible.
Are you saying he uploaded all these videos today?
Yes.
He does like 6-7 a day.
He's doing one every hour now. No.
I kid you not.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Disney's failure with Anakin Skywalker in The Rise of Skywalker.
Max, I'm seeing the bottom of your mouth. Your mask is kind of sliding up there.
He's been showing all his skin today.
Okay.
Showing him some skin. It's because Angus is here.
Hey, Black Angus, I love your mask, by the way.
What the hell is this one? This is a weird one. The Rise of Skywalker ending goes full Harry Potter?
What the?
He's just making shit up, definitely. The The Rise of Skywalker, Darth Maul leaks revealed.
Do we send Roasty go to Whore Island?
And here's this is all just today. This is the last one I'll share. 4th Star Wars trilogy, insane news revealed, and it has Keanu Reeves in the thumbnail. So Keanu, you heard it here second, because it's on Mike Zero first. A 4th Star Wars trilogy with Keanu Reeves. Is that news or zero news?
It's called The Matrix. That's not a Star Wars trilogy.
Well, according to Zero.
Is it going to be Knights of the Old Republic?
Zero news.
Is it Knights of the Old Republic?
I didn't watch the video. I don't know. You have to watch.
Wait.
We're talking about headlines. Headlines, Kermit. Headlines.
Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about Knights of the Old Republic for the headline.
No, he didn't comment on
that. He didn't do research into it. He doesn't know.
No, Max, I thought the point was to figure out if this was like, if this was news from Mike Zero or if it's not. You're just reading random titles.
No, these are actual titles. Mike Zero. That's an interesting way to do for the next one, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
hold on, Max. I think we have a flaw in your game here.
Okay.
Because you said, "Is it real news or zero news?" And you literally just told us all of them were Mike Zero.
Yeah.
So
it's all zero news.
Yeah. There's not really much of a point to this segment.
I mean, the concept was primo. The execution kind of fell.
We're working on it. All right, we're working on it.
Yeah,
work in progress.
I can never be as full of shit as Zero. I can't come up with the titles he comes up with. I can't.
Or the thumbnails. His thumbnails are awesome.
Max, I thought what you were going to do is take a guess, Mike Zero or Jared Amore. That's what I thought you were going to do.
That'd be awesome too.
That would be too easy. It would be SJW's attack. Encouraging.
Here, you want an idea? I'll give you an idea. You gotta say, is it fake or zero fake? And then take Mike Zero headlines and then make up complete headlines. And you gotta guess, is it fake or zero?
That's a good idea.
That could be good. Yeah, I like it. Yep, that's the best thing you've said all night, Daddy.
I saved the best for last, buddy. I saved the best for last.
That's right.
Okay, so
he's really good finisher.
Here's what we'll do: closing comments, pimp your channels, and we're gonna say goodnight because I don't stream like Menace channels. 2 hours is my cutoff point.
Wait, Max. Max, didn't your cat die? Don't you need to plug your GoFundMe?
It's been a sad weekend in the madhouse.
Yeah.
Please check out my GoFundMe and Volume 1 of the Rise of the Fandom Alliance. Stephen Walton is working on it now.
Wow.
Stephen Walton is working. Oh, where'd you go, Angus?
Hey,
he's laughing. He doesn't want to see him laughing.
He checked out.
No, I'm here. I'm just like, Jesus, like, I'm Fandom Menace. I love Max. I'm just like, what do I do?
That's why when I know you're coming on, I pull out all the stops, Angus. I give it to you.
No. Yeah, because me and Steven, we chat off air.
I know.
So,
you gotta have something to talk about now.
He's okay with me, Max. But you're okay with me too, my friend.
The Rise of the Fandom Alliance, the canceling of the Menace, 1 volume, no more volumes. That's it.
Okay, good. I can only afford 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the T-shirt.
I'm coming
out with Rise of the Log, Volume 1.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's gonna be the longest fucking book ever. Be thicker than a Webster's dictionary, man.
It's birth.
Yeah.
All right,
so it's puppets roll.
Okay, so we're ending. So Trinity, you go first. You say what you want to say, your piece, anything you want to add, and we're gonna go one by one. We're done after this.
Oh, well, that's what you think. Anyway, I'm Trinity. I have a channel, the Second Street Marvel. You can find me. There's probably some links somewhere there in the descriptions that somebody was so nice to put in there. Probably Snowdub or somebody else that was nice to put that in there. But I run the Second Street Marvel channel. I talk a lot about comic books and movies and just that's really it. I do a live stream every single Friday night called the Trailer Park Live, where I just kind of cut loose and talk a little bit about comic books, and then I cut loose and talk about just some other stuff where, I do some morning streams during the week, just kind of talking about movies and stuff like that. So, you stop by if you ever want, have a good time and hang out. Got a lot of great people that go there and support the channel. So, yeah. Love to have you.
All right,
Hail
Kermit.
Second Street.
All right, Kermit, it's your turn.
I'm so big time. All you have to do is Google Kermit and log, and you'll see me. That's all you need to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Truth
Jolly.
speaks for itself. That was easy.
Jolly.
Nothing but facts. Yeah. Well, I'm co-host of our show right here, Max, which I'm proud to say. I'm happy to be part of the Fandom Alliance. And yeah, you can check out my channel, Snow Dove Music and Entertainment. We bring you great funky music. We bring you hilarious videos. The Ribbon, Bigot, and Blonde, and oh my God, the list keeps going on. But me and the Kermit here do a great show, usually every Saturday night. And yeah, you can see us hanging out with Max and Bangus, and you can also catch me next Friday night on Second Street Marvel's channel, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I say one more thing, Max, real quick? That
Sure.
Darth Lunga, I would stream with you anytime. You're a funny guy.
I would stream with you too. I would stream with you too, buddy. I'll do that. I'll make sure we have no natural frog predators around.
Oh yeah, I tried to look out for the little guy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Make
peace with the puppets. We appreciate that.
So Darth.
I'll make peace with the puppets.
All right, so
Yeah.
Darth Daddy, pimp your channel without talking about your T-shirts.
The funny thing is, I usually have a shirt on that's like
I know.
It's a white T-shirt. And yeah, so my channel is The Great Council, where we bring you fair and balanced Star Wars news you crave and deserve. The whole point of the channel is to try to bring people together in the fandom for Star Wars and not have fights, kind of like what we did here tonight.
Is that what we did?
Yeah, it's kind of what we did. There's no wars on my channel.
They're here.
I save the wars when I come here, where it's puppet wars, and I gotta smack down some puppets every now and then who overcompensate. But
there goes with his fantasies again.
Well, my channel is tiny, so I do have to pick on the big guys in order to get bigger. So that's what I gotta do.
You get it. That's the YouTube way.
If I gotta fuck a frog in the mouth to get bigger, that's what I'll do.
Hey, you better eat your blue chew, buddy. I got a big mouth.
Whoa, man. That's kids until he said that.
Jolly was good enough to link it down in the description, or just click on my name, or just search Great Council. You guys will find the channel.
Yeah, see, I believe in reach around protocol.
All right,
reach around protocol.
The one that always comes last, Black Angus.
No,
bring the lube.
Thursday, and I normally share on Wednesdays, but Thursday, to accommodate a schedule, I got Robert Storms coming on. I'm not sure who the assistant panelists will be for that, but that should be fun. Meaning, hanging out with just a newer, kind of in the realm, but not Fandom Menace channel. Because he's gotten a lot of flack, and from what I've seen, I like what he talks about. So that'll be fun. And I'm trying to think what else we got. Oh yeah, Max, we need to figure out a time to do at least a once a month mad cow disease stream.
Yeah, I'm up for it. Sure.
Yeah. That's really it. Oh, go check out, if you're on Twitter, It's a Vase. He did some intros on Adobe, whatever. One for Drunk 3PO myself. He even put Let Me Put My Love Into You by AC/DC, which I'm like, yes! And he did one for Caesar, for Ethan Van Sciver. And it's awesome. So I'm glad he's getting some recognition. Let's keep it going. Let's see what else he can develop. He's a small channel. I actually popped his cherry, his streaming cherry, like techno.
Oh.
Hey, are you plugging your shit or somebody else's shit?
Well,
a whole lot of plugging going on.
It's just plug it. Shout out! I meant to say War campaign. Great stream today when I was watching. Lunga, not only do I want you on my show, but I want you to go on War campaign. I think you would gel quite well with the War.
Buddy, I'm a whore. I'll go on any show.
Well, then you and Angus should get along great.
Yeah.
I'm a whore.
Yeah.
You're
How much?
How much?
How much?
Angus identifies with everything.
There's a premium for puppets. Sorry.
Oh, puppet phobe.
They cost more.
They cost more.
Luxury.
Angus identifies as everything. War campaign, menace. He'll probably be Grey Council, Alliance, whatever.
Hey, he fills all the holes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's where we're gonna end it. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for watching. I think this was a hot one.
Slap that like button.
Yeah, smash the hell out of it. Leave a comment. Follow everyone here, and hopefully this stream doesn't get taken down. Because see you next time. Bye.
Chuck and roll.